Any questions, Ross?
Thanks, well, Ross, can we just get your thoughts on that one?
I'm really pleased, proud of the players' efforts. I just thought, from the first bounce to the last bounce, we kept going. They were challenged, and they responded when it was a really powerful response that counted at the right time. I think great leadership, great weight of numbers, really enjoyable victory for them.
Was there anything in particular that changed that final quarter that sort of momentum go your way?
I thought the on-field leadership and organisation was outstanding. The midfield, I thought our pressure, we won the ground ball, won the clearances, and then players have been working really hard on their ball use at training and and vision and all that, and it paid off with really smart ball use as the game opened up. It was fantastic for their efforts.
And we're just talking now, we're just saying it's such an even effort, it was hard to pick who was best and whatnot, there were a lot of contenders there. Is that the most pleasing aspect?
Yeah, I think it's a really good observation. We spoke about pre-game, we're going to need everyone, and I thought both teams probably had weight of numbers across the board, and Mick could talk to that a lot better than I could. I think at times like this as a coach, it's really a player's moment and certainly represent the club, but all we did was put them in positions and they got to work. So from my perspective, proud of the leadership and the players' effort, and in a derby it's really critical that you play it out, and we did that. So, but the sobering thought is we get a Richmond that's gunning for us on their home turf, and we've got to fly in a state, so we've got to recuperate, review and move on really quickly.
Ross, how good was Saturday second up? Usually improved on last week, obviously.
Yeah, okay, I think you're right. I think he improved. I think he'd be better conditioned again. And I think it's more the chemistry. Again, Mick would be able to tell you more than me. He hits the ball different to Clarkey, and we're just getting a feel for that. I'm sure we'll capitalise more as we go forward.
Can you tell us from a midfield point of view, was it much easier to read this week?
Not so much. We have some pretty simple structures and game plans going in throughout our midfield and our centre squares and our stoppage stuff. So Aaron's just another guy. It's good. I've said it before. You'd rather play with him than against him. So it's really good to have him in the lineup, especially against guys like Cox and Natanui who can flick it around a bit and have really good chemistry with Pritis and Maston as well. So as Ross alluded to, I reckon we're going to see hopefully the best of him, or the better part of his game as the season gets towards the rounds 21, 22 kind of thing, because it's like a good horse. He'll probably be better third or fourth up, I reckon, after a good month of training and games. So.
The Eagles' tackle pressure was enormous. Can you tell us what it was like as a player out there?
Yeah, it was probably a bit unlike us to get out tackled and out hunted, and I think we really strive like any team to play 4 quarters of football, and I think we went probably laps for 10-15 minutes in periods today, and they were the really glaring moments that they out-tackled us and outspread us and outworked us, and really unlike our brand to get scored on end-to-end stuff, which happened a couple of times today, and credit goes to them because Pritis does it every week. He bores in and wins contested ball and tackles, and Maston's really growing in that area and becoming an A-grade player across the board. So, and with 5 or 6 of their best players out, hats off to them.
Yeah, probably further to that though, I think they were able to tackle us because we were winning the ball a lot. Like we're plus 16 first possession, which is a really big number, and then through the midfield, plus 20 ground ball. So what it meant was I thought we were winning the ball very well, and we encouraged them to tackle us with a bit of overuse of handball. To their credit, they brought that effort. So I thought the players competed really well. 1 contested ball, 1 ground ball, first possession, but just got stripped a bit. So their tackling pressure was really strong. But I think fundamentally we were winning the ball really, really strongly, and then probably just overused the hands a little bit to encourage those tackling numbers. But again, the players fixed that, particularly after half-time.
Michael, no doubt the team's success is the ultimate satisfaction, but what does it mean for you to do when you manage in the same year?
Not much. I think it actually means a lot. It does mean a lot, and I'm really honoured to get the accolade externally. But I think we had winners across the board today from the back line. Michael Johnson, Lee Spur were fantastic, and through the midfield. I think working with Nathan Fife and Dave Mundy, it's a pleasure, and I think we're really building a good chemistry and a really good balance with Stephen Hill and Daniel Pearce providing some outside spark. So I think, as Ross alluded, I think, and you guys alluded to, it would have been really even. I'm not sure how the votes ended up, but I'm lucky probably to be sitting here. But really, across the board, we were really good and had some winners that could be sitting here at the moment from any line.
And Ross had plans to use last
Yeah, they just told me he was out of the game, so I don't ask him too much because you got to be. I don't get involved. They say yes or no. We're assessing, so I assume it was on the back of concussion. It was a solid contest. So he was talking to me after the game, but so for all intents and purposes, he's well. From there, there's a protocol to work your way through to see if he's available this week, which we're hopeful, but the protocol will tell us.
Any other injuries to come out of today?
No, Ballantyne we might have had concerns going in, so we've been a really heavy training load, so we've sort of lightened off. But Ballas didn't want to go back on because he was cramping everywhere, so we didn't want to take a risk with him. Matthew had a little bit of a back, but other than that, no. Touch wood, we're really healthy, which is fortunate because it's a tough campaign.
And just under Pat Bum.
Yeah. Look, I glanced. It was right at late in the quarter, wasn't it? And I was up out of my chair, about to go down, and I saw it out of the corner of my eyes, really from a distance. So I can't comment.
Ross, was Aaron going to play the whole game if the opportunity was there to sub him in the last quarter?
Well, that's a really good question. We did talk about that opportunity disappeared once we activated Cam Sutcliffe, who I thought was fantastic at our sub, just gave us plenty of run and pressure. So, look, we didn't plan going in because we just know there's so many variables, but it took away the opportunity to consider that. Yeah.
Ross, how long have you been in heavy training mode for? What is that now?
About 18 months.
Yeah.
Brian Crowley, the decision to send him to Martin, how did you see that battle?
Oh, we broke it after half time. So it was more of a go with Ryan. Work on, work off. I thought Ryan got a fair bit of ball. Young Maston got a fair bit of ball. And then obviously Gaff, everyone's been going to. We thought the team, and then we just tightened up on Gaff.
Michael, you chipped in with another 2 goals tonight. You've spoken before about goals was something that you wanted to bring back into the game. How do you feel it's going? Have you been working on it?
Yeah, I butchered one last week, so I did a fair bit during the week. It's one of those things, and it's a mindset thing. It's a simple skill, and actually, credit goes to Chris Mayne. His leadership with me has been fantastic, and his goal kicking really turned around last year, and I think he got passed on from Pav, so it's gone to Pav to. Not that I'm a massive goal kicker, but he's this week he had a really good sit down with me and a few practices with me, and just gave me some front of the mind focuses. So credit goes to Maney. I actually tried to look for him when I kicked my first one, but he was having a whinge about something up forward.
Thanks, guys.